Aloha, this is Hawaiian Libra, and I'm going to do a live reading about Whitney Houston. This is celebrity reading number 9. So, Whitney Houston, an all-time superstar, most beautiful voice, highest paid earnings of the largest record selling person, woman, female artist of all time. And so I just wanted to show you that she came to Hawaii in 1997. I just wanted to show this short clip that KHON News did.
Concert she performed at Aloha Stadium in 97. Vanessa Stewart continues our coverage. Vanessa.
Marissa, Houston made a huge impact with many local celebrities in the islands. They say her legacy will live on. In 1997, Tom Moffat Productions brought Whitney Houston to Hawaii.
So Hawaii's gonna do it the first time.
The announcement was made by teleconference.
Whitney, Hawaii waits with bated breath. We look forward to your coming.
Even KHON2's Les Kiter spoke with Houston.
Thank you, my dear. What is your name?
Les.
I look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
How much you cutie pie?
And so were her fans in Hawaii. Houston performed in front of a sold-out concert at Aloha Stadium.
They said that this concert was so awesome with her and her husband on stage.
Raymond Del Barrio, who grew up on Oahu, was a dancer on tour with Whitney Houston.
It was amazing to stand next to her every night while she sang and see what kind of energy she embodied, and also how she captured everybody.
The Society of Seven has been performing Whitney Houston songs for decades. The group was shocked by today's news.
Yeah, so this was Kalamai. So this was about Whitney Houston, and I'm just gonna move my computer here, and my celebrity reading is about Whitney Houston. So we're gonna look at her astrological chart, being that she is like a celebrity and her songs will never be out of touch. Everyone from The Voice to American Idols to groups here and there will re-sing her song, and all her movies, and it's just I just remember her when I was in 6th grade singing. Our class song was The Greatest Love of All, and that's such a beautiful song. Okay, so Whitney Houston celebrity reading number 9. Okay, from astrocharts.com. Okay, and I'll have the references and the information as well, but the videos and stuff like that, I'm just gonna get into a comfortable position, Kalamai. But the videos for that, I'm gonna put it in the comments. And Kalamai, I forgot to do my introduction. I am Hawaiian Libra, and this reading is for 18 years and up. This reading is for entertainment purposes, and this is my celebrity reading theme that I'm doing, studying natal charts and astrological charts for celebrities, or about celebrities. Okay, so it's Whitney Elizabeth Houston. She was born August 9th, 1963. She died February 11th. Okay, so a fact about her was that in 2009, the Guinness World Record, according to astro.chart.com, she was cited as the most awarded female act of all time. Okay, and that was from astrocharts.com. And then the information is from Astro. So, and her sun was 16 degrees, 41 degrees Leo. Her moon was in Aries. Her Mercury was in Virgo. Her Venus is in Leo. Her Mars is in Libra. Very interesting. Jupiter, Aries, Saturn, Aquarius, Venus, Virgo, and Neptune, Scorpio. Pluto in Virgo, and North Node, Cancer, Chiron, 13 degrees, 44 degrees, Pisces. Okay, her ascendant is 8 degrees, 24 Pisces. Astro says that she was a 3-octave range. She had her voice, her range was 3rd octave. She has over 220 million records sold worldwide. Let's see, key vocabulary that Astro.com described her as beautiful, lyrical, virtuosity. And she had like a lyrical authority, according to Astro.com. She sang in public from the age of 12 at New Hope Baptist Church in East Orange, New Jersey. She performed, and her mother trained her, right? Sissy Houston. Her role models were Aretha Franklin and Diane Warwick. She began modeling at 17. She sang a contract with Arista Records. Remember that she sang with Jerome Jackson in 1983. And I think 1983 to 1985. And they sang Nobody Loves Me Like You Do, If You Say My Eyes Are Beautiful, and a couple of other ballads as well. In 1988, she made $45 million from her soundtrack Bodyguard, or the movie Bodyguard, in 1992, and that was the year that I graduated. In the States alone, I Will Always Love You sold more than 1 million copies. Waiting to Excel, she filmed in Waiting to Excel in 1995, and The Preacher's Wife in 1996. She sang the Star Spangled Banner in 1991 for the Super Bowl. And after that, just that one song sold over 12 million copies. She was married to Bobby Brown, and her daughter was Bobby Christina. And everybody's seen the movie, right? So everybody knows about, the ups and downs that she went with. She was involved with Bobby, all the fighting and all that stuff. But one friend wanted people to remember her about her life before she became a big star. And that friend was Robin Crawford. So she was a loyal friend, yeah. Also, Whitney had a nonprofit. She started the Whitney Houston Foundation for Children. She struggled with addiction, as we know. But before she became famous, she was a hard worker, just like everybody else. And she worked really hard. Her and Robin, they became separated when Whitney had married Bobby. But Robin was like her right-hand man. She was I think a producer. She worked for Whitney, and Whitney took good care. She said Whitney took very good care of the people that worked for her. Messa Valerie in Stylecaster, she does a great article about astrology, and she says that Whitney Houston, her astrological chart proves she was destined for stardom, and talks about her being a Leo, and her moon, I think her moon was in Pisces, and she was Aries rising. So Aries has a lot of energy, yeah. Very fiery sign. Lots of energy. Whitney had. So beautiful. Just a beautiful person. So I pulled out some cards to find out, what is it that Whitney Houston would have wanted the collective to know or learn from her. What was it? And there was some in the regular cards, there was some masculine energy in here. And so these masculine energies was like the King of Spades and the Five of Hearts, the Eight of Diamonds, the King of Hearts, the Six of Clubs, and then right here is the Five of Spades. So in this card, I just felt like it talks about, I think she wanted everyone to know that, she had this pattern of finding partners. I think Robin was probably her best partner, and Jerome Jackson as well, except we don't know if Jerome was married during that time, but nobody knows, yeah. But I wanted to point out that she saw her father, with this authority figure, with this King of Spades and this fight that loved her. He loved her, except he was working all the time. See this Eight of Diamonds, and then her partners in love, you know, they weren't always honest. Her father stole from her and cheated on her mother, and they fought a lot, you know. And so she chose that pattern. Like Bobby was like the resemblance of her dad almost, you know, like cheating and you know, dishonest and stuff like that. I'm sure Bobby Brown's not like that anymore. I'm sure he's a family man and he's learned his lessons and stuff like that. But that partner reflected upon that, yeah. And then also that, see, we pulled out, I pre-shuffled and pre-pulled the cards out. And this Four of Cups right here, like, you know, not all the time celebrity life, their cup is filled. Yeah, you see with Jay-Z, and it comes with a lot of sacrifice, and she had to make a lot of sacrifice. And, you know, her fans loved her. Her co-workers loved her. Her co-stars loved her. Like, there's nothing really much bad things to say about her. Like, even Bobby Brown says good things about her. So, not, you know, nobody really, even Mariah Carey always has wonderful things to say about her. And people are trying to make like her and Mariah were like in competition, and they really weren't. They were just two singers, love what they do, and wanted to do their best work. Two talented singers, and there's room for everyone. It's like the media wanting to make like there wasn't any room for them, but there was. And then this Gone with the Wind, like I feel like this Gone with the Wind is next to and it's so with this training card, and this training card is like backstabbing, and she kind of could point out the backstabbing because and a lot of people using her, yeah. And so she had to choose people that were loyal, and that was, you know, Robin was the loyal worker. So when you had this Gone with the Wind relationship, and what you call this meaning, she was creating, and I think this says that she was doing her best work when she was in love with someone. She did her best work when she was in love with the music, in love with somebody, or in love with, you know, her daughter. She did her best work during those times. I think she wants people to feel like that's the times when you get your most creative and you start writing lyrics and you start being creative, is that you love what you do. And then this Tower, we got this Tower card right here. Also this Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups and the Four of Cups, it's just like it was never enough. She was never satisfied, or the producers were never satisfied, and she worked to the bone. She worked hard, really, really hard. And this is like this Tower moment, or the Star, like just for this Star that she took, she had to make sacrifices. I think there was a Tower over here. Yeah, right here, this Tower moment. And then it all came crashing down. And so I think she wants everybody to, here you have this Coming to America, Kings and Queens Discovery. So I felt like she had an empire. Yeah, she had marriage. She had an entourage. She had wealth. And I think with all that, even though she had all of this, she still felt like she was unfulfilled. And this comes from her childhood. Feeling not good enough, singing in the church, having all these expectations. And I feel like it came from the masculine side or the paternal side of her family, not only the maternal side. I feel like her mother was more understanding than her father, or more loyal and honest than her father. But praise them, they made Whitney, and they just made a wonderful wahine, wonderful person. I'm just gonna knocking down my water over here, getting a little bit emotional. But here are some things, this butterfly thing that Whitney wanted us, the collective, to know. I am deserving of respect, love, and happiness. I give respect, love, and happiness too. The universe has something very special in store for me. And those are so fitting. Those are so fitting. That just matches Whitney Houston. Nothing is impossible for the heart. Love will always find a way. And that's what, these love songs is what she put her whole heart into it. And she wanted to magnify it. She was such a mesmerizing singer. Total mesmerizing. Okay, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this Whitney Houston reading, astrological reading. You can find me on Instagram, and you can I give free readings on Sundays, so you can just find me on Instagram. I am Hawaiian Libra, and just send me a message. Aloha wau ia oko, ahui ho.